Have you ever wondered why fat seems to stay on the body, even when you try to eat less, exercise more, or follow every new weight loss tip you see online? The truth is, body fat is not simply a sign of laziness, weakness, or lack of discipline. Fat is part of the body's energy system. Your body stores it because biologically, it is trying to protect you, fuel you, and survive. But here is the important part. Different body types store and use fat differently. A person who is overweight may need a different strategy from someone who looks thin but still carries extra fat around the belly, has low muscle mass, or feels metabolically unhealthy. Safe fat loss is not about punishing the body. It is about understanding the body. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not medical advice and should not replace guidance from a qualified healthcare professional. If you have a medical condition, take medication, or experience serious symptoms, please consult your doctor. Let us begin with the basic question. Why does your body store fat? Body fat is stored energy. When you eat food, your body breaks it down into smaller parts, including glucose from carbohydrates, amino acids from protein, and fatty acids from dietary fat. Some of this energy is used immediately to power your brain, muscles, heart, digestion, and daily movement. But when energy intake is repeatedly higher than energy use, the body can store some of the extra energy as fat. This does not mean every person gains fat for the same reason. Weight and body fat are influenced by many factors: food environment, sleep, stress, hormones, activity level, muscle mass, genetics, medications, health conditions, age, and daily habits. So the goal is not to blame yourself. The goal is to identify which levers you can safely adjust. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking fat loss only means eating as little as possible. Extreme restriction may work for a short time, but it often increases hunger, lowers energy, reduces consistency, and can make healthy habits harder to maintain. A safer approach is usually a moderate, sustainable calorie deficit, combined with enough protein, fiber, strength training, walking, sleep, and stress management. Now let's talk about two common body types. For someone who is overweight, the main goal is often to reduce excess fat while protecting muscle and overall health. This does not require crash dieting. In fact, rapid, aggressive approaches can backfire. A better strategy is to create a steady routine. Balanced meals, fewer ultra-processed snacks, more whole foods, daily movement, and realistic portions. Even small improvements repeated consistently can support long-term progress. For someone who is skinny fat, the scale may look normal, but body composition may not be ideal. This person may have less muscle and more fat than expected, often around the abdomen. In this case, simply eating less may make the body smaller, but not necessarily healthier looking or stronger. The priority should be building muscle through resistance training, eating enough protein, improving meal quality, and avoiding long periods of inactivity. This is why the same fat loss advice does not work for every body type. An overweight person may benefit from a gentle calorie deficit. A skinny fat person may benefit more from strength training and body recomposition. Both groups need patience, but the emphasis is different. Now let us look at insulin, because it is often misunderstood. Insulin is a hormone that helps move glucose from the bloodstream into cells, where it can be used for energy or stored. Insulin is not bad. You need insulin to survive. But when a person frequently eats large amounts of refined carbohydrates, sugary drinks, and high-calorie processed foods, especially with low activity and poor sleep, the body may spend more time in a storage-friendly state. Over time, this pattern may make fat loss harder for some people. A safer message is not avoid all carbs. Carbohydrates can be part of a healthy diet. The better question is, what kind, how much, and what are they paired with? Whole grains, beans, fruit, vegetables, and high-fiber foods behave differently from sugary drinks, candy, and highly refined snacks. Pairing carbohydrates with protein, fiber, and healthy fats can support steadier energy and better fullness. Protein is another key piece. During fat loss, protein helps support muscle maintenance and satiety. This matters because muscle is metabolically active tissue. More muscle does not magically burn unlimited calories, but it does help the body use energy better and can improve shape, strength, and long-term weight management. Good protein sources may include eggs, fish, poultry, lean meats, tofu, tempeh, beans, lentils, Greek yogurt, and other options depending on your diet and culture. Fiber is also powerful. High-fiber foods take longer to digest, help you feel full, and often come with vitamins, minerals, and water. Vegetables, fruit, beans, oats, whole grains, seeds, and legumes can make meals more satisfying without relying on extreme restriction. For many people, adding fiber is easier and safer than simply trying to remove everything they enjoy. Now let's talk about movement. Exercise is not only about burning calories during a workout. Movement improves mood, energy, insulin sensitivity, cardiovascular health, and muscle function. For fat loss, a combination of walking, daily activity, and strength training is often more sustainable than only doing intense workouts. Walking is underrated because it is low impact, repeatable, and easier to recover from. Strength training is important because it tells the body, keep this muscle, we need it. For an overweight person, the safest starting point may be gentle walking, low-impact cycling, swimming, or simple resistance exercises. For a skinny fat person, strength training should become a major focus. Squats, rows, presses, hinges, lunges, push-ups, or machine exercises, adjusted to ability level. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progressive consistency. Sleep is another hidden fat loss factor. When sleep is poor, hunger can feel stronger, cravings may increase, energy drops, and workouts become harder. A tired brain often wants quick energy, sweet drinks, snacks, and larger portions. Improving sleep does not guarantee fat loss, but it may support better appetite control and better decision-making. Stress matters too. When life feels overwhelming, people often eat faster, snack more, move less, sleep worse, or choose comfort foods more often. Stress is not a personal failure, it is a biological and emotional signal. Simple stress tools like walking outside, breathing slowly, setting boundaries, journaling, stretching, or reducing late-night screen time may help create a better environment for fat loss. Now, what should you actually do? First, build meals around protein, fiber, and minimally processed foods. A simple plate might include a protein source, vegetables, a high-fiber carbohydrate, and a small amount of healthy fat. This is not a strict rule. It is a structure that helps you feel full and nourished. Second, reduce liquid calories. Sugary drinks, sweet coffee drinks, alcohol, and large juices can add energy quickly without making you feel full. Replacing some of them with water, unsweetened tea, or lower sugar options may make a big difference over time. Third, walk more. You do not need to start with extreme goals. Begin with a realistic number of steps, then increase slowly. A short walk after meals may also help you feel more active and support daily energy use. Fourth, train your muscles. 2 to 4 strength sessions per week can be enough for many beginners. Start with basic movements, learn good technique, and increase gradually. This is especially important for people who look slim but have low muscle mass. Fifth, stop using the scale as your only measure. The scale can change because of water, food volume, salt, hormones, digestion, and muscle gain. Also track waist measurement, strength, energy, sleep, mood, clothing fit, and consistency. Sixth, avoid extreme plans. If a diet removes entire food groups without medical reason, promises instant belly fat loss, or makes you feel guilty for normal hunger, be careful. Healthy fat loss should improve your life, not make you afraid of food. Seventh, personalize your approach. If you are overweight, start with small changes that reduce excess calories without leaving you exhausted. If you are skinny fat, do not only chase a lower number on the scale. Build muscle, eat enough protein, and improve training consistency. The body stores fat because it is designed to store energy, but your daily habits can influence whether the body stores more energy, uses more energy, or gradually shifts toward a healthier body composition. Fat loss is not one magic food, one perfect workout, or one supplement. It is the combined effect of many small choices repeated long enough to matter. So instead of asking, how do I force my body to lose fat fast? Ask a better question. How can I help my body become healthier, stronger, and more consistent? That question changes everything. When you understand your body, you stop fighting it blindly. You begin working with it. You eat to feel satisfied, not punished. You move to build strength, not to burn off guilt. You sleep because recovery matters. You manage stress because your biology responds to your lifestyle. Safe fat loss is not about becoming someone else overnight. It is about slowly creating a body that has more energy, better habits, stronger muscles, and a healthier relationship with food. If you found this helpful, share in the comments. Are you trying to lose fat as an overweight body type, a skinny fat body type, or are you simply trying to build healthier habits? Your answer may help others feel less alone on the same journey.